How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I think I have it figured out. I think I finally mastered the Boogie Woogie. This has nothing to do with fans here, but I think I mastered the Boogie Woogie. Hang on. Oh, so I plop back in the chair. Okay. Alright, fine. Distance, down. Location, down. Height? Yeah, we're still gonna work on that one. Alright, into the video. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm having way too much fun with that whole Boogie Woogie gag of teleporting and stuff. I gotta bring it over into other videos and not just the JJK videos because I'm not making enough of those yet. And yeah, I gotta do it. So, this chapter, now we're talking about fantasy. This chapter was absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. So, we get the reveal of the true Puppet Master. For one, I'm saying that even now, even though it happens at the end of the chapter. I'm assuming everybody who's watching this video has read the chapter. Shout out to Moonshine Senpai. Better be watching this video. He told me about this. He said that he noticed Amelia didn't have any different coloring in her hair, and he told me to go check it. That every single one of the every one of the puppet masters, every one of the conceiving hands has a strand, at least a strand of different color hair. I think it was like, oh, I have white hair with a black strand, or black hair with a white strand, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, mentioned that the little girl Amelia was talking to, or at least it looked like Amelia was talking to, had that hair. I had completely skipped over this, didn't notice any of this, just, that was way over my head. So he pointed that out, and he was completely right. That little girl is the puppet master. Amelia has just been a doll, which is terrifying because it basically took everything Kenma and Kondo had to finally beat her by the end of the chapter. But we're going to work our way up there. And to start off, we got Amelia eating her words. Now, well, yeah, I guess this is Amelia. Was that like the Puppet Master talking through Amelia? I'm going to consider Amelia and the Puppet Master two different, like, mental entities. Even though I'm sure they think very similarly. Who knows? Either way, it doesn't matter. Amelia is eating her words so hard. After Kenma took that shot for the Tengu at the end of last chapter, she's still kind of in shock about that. She's like, why would you do that? You're a shaman protecting phantoms. And Kenma tells you, he's like, yeah, dude, I've been with these guys since I was a little kid. My entire life. We have spent every day together. And you get to see a little flashback of them doing stuff together and sitting on a big tree branch while the sun sets and all that stuff. And it's really nice. I love the bond that Kenma has with his Tengu. Or with the Tengu. I guess I shouldn't say his Tengu. And yeah, he's really just doing not what he tried to do. He was just doing what he does as a big brother and protecting them. But he's doing exactly what that should do and confusing the hell out of Amelia and shutting her the hell up. And Kondo, oh boy, Kondo. Woo, baby. Okay, so I started out loving Kondo, and I still loved her when she got kind of like one-shot by Amelia earlier. I still loved her, but that was definitely a downslope. I mean, it's not impressive. Woo, buddy. Oh boy, we making up for it this time. All right. So first of all, obviously, it's Kondo. She's going to call Amelia out. She's the one who says this. She's like, you're confused because he literally proved you wrong entirely. Everything you think was completely wrong. He's not that type of shaman. And yeah, she decides to show Amelia exactly how well phantoms and shamans can work together. She has Guhin bite down on her arm. And sweet little Lord baby Jesus. Kondo is my favorite character in Phantoms here. Hands down. Hands down. She was up there already. And this design is absolutely incredible. This is one of my favorite transformations I've seen in anime and manga in a long time. One, I like I said before, I just like animals, and I just like dogs in general. And she has a very feral canine look to her, even though she has, it's a very lean, slender kind of feral appearance. Sleen. All right. New word, sleen. Slender and lean together. Sleen. She got a very sleen, canine, feral look to her, and her eyes just go absolutely batshit. Kind of got the fluffy ear tips almost, and then she has claws, but her claws are like full-blown, like curved knives. Like, they don't resemble claws other than the shape. The shape is the only thing that makes it look like a claw. Without the shape, it would literally just look like Bowie knives just grew out of her fingers. Woo! And she fast, too. She fast, boy. Holy hell, she blitzes straight past Kenma. Like, you don't even see her on the panel. You just see speed lines and Kenma's hair flying off. And she straight unloads on Amelia. She literally just basically spends this chapter spamming R1 as fast as she can. Just unloading into Amelia the entire time. She's hitting her for every direction, bouncing off the walls, bouncing off the floor, the ceiling. I mean, she is like a feral animal just going for the kill. And, whoo, buddy, I was hyped. I was dancing around, I was jumping, I was yelling. I was having a great time. I do also apologize that this was not out yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day for me. So I unfortunately had to read all this stuff as soon as I woke up and then get straight on with the day and didn't get any time to do any of this stuff. Which made me very sad, but that's okay. It gave me a reason to reread the chapter right before I did this. And I'm still going to have to pause and go back and look because while it seems like not a lot happened in this chapter, it also seems like there was quite a bit. I guess it's just the timing and pattern of everything. Anyway, Kondo is the shit. #1 character in fantasy. That transformation is god tier in my transformation book. There's some bias that goes into that. There's some bias. I don't care. We all have bias. If you're sitting there on the other side of whatever device you're watching this on, you're telling me you're not biased, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. I don't know you're lying to me because I can't hear you, but you're lying to me. We're all biased. So, anyway, moving on from that. Kondo is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see this form again, and I really hope we do get everybody together to fight the Puppet Master by the end of this. I hope we do have everybody rally together. So I hope I can see this form again because this is one of my favorite things I've seen in this manga so far, to date. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. Keep it up, Kondo. Now, moving on. So, what Kondo does with this new ability, well, I guess not new to us, not new to her. Anyway, she has also figured out the puppet, well, not the Puppet Master, Amelia's ability, at least how she uses the white paper talismans. The fact that they'll block an attack, but they're a one-time use. After it blocks an attack, that single talisman fades away, and she replaces it with a new one. Now, she makes the assumption that this means Amelia does not have an unlimited supply of these things, and she would be correct. So that's why she's doing this all-out, multiple high-speed attacks, as Amelia likes to call it, which is just what it is. I mean, you see her bouncing all over the place. So she's just trying to run out Amelia's defense. She has basically an impermeable defense, as far as we know. It doesn't seem like these talismans are affected by strong attack, weak attack. It's just an attack gets deflected. So while it's not possible for them to break through, if it's a finite amount and they can keep up the pressure long enough, then Amelia's basically left defenseless, which bodes well for us. So she's just going to keep on doing that. We switch over to Kenma, who's starting to get back up, and he notices that she's basically just wrapped Divinity's power around herself to transform herself into this, by which that transformation was called Trance. I don't know why, but I really like that name for it. And Kenma says that while this seems very powerful, it must be putting a huge strain on her body. So he decides he needs to help her. Otherwise, well, yeah, she'd probably run out before she was able to get the job fully completed. So, Kenma, being the smart dude he is, thinking, putting 2 and 2 together, she uses divinity power. I use divinity's power. I bet I could do that too. And he does. I love how he's just like, I bet I can do that. Hey, it worked. Cool, sweet, let's do it. So he just flies up in the air, and we get another one of the little like shooting star scenes for the Tengu. And it mentions that when Tengu were seen flying over through the sky, it was always seen as a bad omen. So Kenma uses their heavenly power to wrap himself in it with his spear, flies up in this huge just ball of divinity's power, and shoots down Heavenly Strike of Bad Omens. I believe that's what it was called. It was close. And basically, it's just a huge energy blast. I love how Kondo goes from, yeah, Guhin can take divinity's power, absorb it, and make it more powerful. And that transfers to, I become this feral super speed dog human with knife claws. And Kenma's like, yeah, the Tengu can shoot a blast of divinity's power. And then I can also shoot a blast of divinity's power. I love it really is kind of boils down to just an upgrade of the 3 Tengu shooting off their divinity's power. But hey, it's cool, and I like it. And there's another upgrade that Amelia didn't know about, you dumbass. Anyway, okay. I shouldn't say that. She's a pretty smart lady. But, being smart or not, the divinity's power along with the onslaught. I was trying to mix onslaught and assault. God, I'm all over the place today. Anyway, God, we gotta move on with this. This is taking way too long. So, between divinity's power and the onslaught from Kondo in her transformation, that's gonna be weird to say. Gonna have to find out a different way to say that. They run out her entire supply of white talismans. But they're also pooped. These guys are done. They're tired. They ain't got nothing left in the tank right now. And then we figure out that Heavenly Strike of Bad Omens strikes twice. Kenma pulled a Naruto. He pulled a Naruto. You remember him versus Neji in the Chunin exam? Under the ground. Woo! Uppercut. Yeah, Amelia got uppercutted by divinity's power from all 3 Tengu at once. That was pretty great. That was nice to see. That felt like a good little payback for her trying to target the Tengu directly last chapter. That was fun. Unfortunately, though, now we get to the point where old Senpai called it. But first, before we get to the big reveal of the Puppet Master, there was something interesting that Amelia said while she was talking to her. You've gained hair and blood samples. We've completed our task. That, my friends, is not good at all. I can only assume that those were from Riku, who is the exact person they were targeting. And I really hope that hair and blood samples is like a consolation prize. Like they needed / really wanted Riku herself, but they can still technically complete their tasks only to a lesser extent with just hair and blood samples. I really hope. Because otherwise, this has all been basically pointless and they did exactly what they wanted to do. Unless we can capture the Puppet Master and she can't get those hair and blood samples out. Then again, she could have just given those hair and blood samples to a doll that could have ran those out and ran off to go give them to the other conceiving hands or straight to Senju Doji. So yeah, that ain't good. If the Puppet Master is smart, she will do that. If the Puppet Master is not smart, she'll have the hair and blood samples on her, and if they capture her / defeat her, things will be all in well. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. The other thing I want to point on, I did make a video previously talking about conceiving hands, what they can do, kind of theorizing a little bit. And I theorized of what if they had different body parts? What if Kanzuki had the arm? What if the Puppet Master had a different body part and Rain Man had a different body part? And like I said in the video, I was shotgunning, but it does turn out that no, they all just have one of Senju Doji's many arms, which is kind of to be figured. That's kind of to be figured when you see Senju Doji making huge balls and all kinds of other things out of tons and tons and tons of arms. And they are the conceiving hands, which are attached to, arms. Anyway. No boogie woogie that time. See, I'm controlling it. I learn. Okay. So, with that all being said, we actually get to the full reveal of the Puppet Master. And, oh my god, this girl's annoying. I do not want to see this girl in the anime. When we get an anime. Because it's going to happen. I don't want to see her. Her first single panel has like 6 or 7 bubbles in it of her just saying stuff. Hey, want to play? What did you do to Amelia? I don't like that. Stop it. Stop it. If you're going to be like this whole time, I'm not going to read half of what you... Okay, I'm going to read everything she says, but I'm not going to want to if I have 7 text bubbles, but she's a child. She's hyperactive. She likes to play with dolls. She likes to play. She likes to talk. I'm getting tired. Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the Puppet Master. But she immediately has a puppet of Kenma, so that's great. I don't know if she got that from previous encounter, like something happened with that other doll and she was able to make that, or if she made that on the spot and she can just floop. I kind of hope she can't just floop. I don't know why I decided to make that the sound effect. Floop. Okay, this is about the dumbest video I've done. I hope people are still enjoying this. If you are, thank you so much. I apologize for being such an idiot. But the Puppet Master leaves us with one final thing right after she shows up. And it's, okay, time to die. And she holds a knife up to Kenma's doll. So I don't know what the hell's going to happen next chapter. I'm assuming... Well, I was going to say I'm assuming Yori's going to come in and help out and save the day. Because these two are tired as hell. Like, I don't see how Kenma or Kondo is going to fend off an actual conceiving hand after being tired as hell from dealing with the conceiving hand's, like, main henchman. Like, if Amelia took that much out of them, I don't think in their current state they can really fend off Senju Doji at all. Now, if they had just walked in the door, yeah, I feel like the two of them could handle Senju Doji for probably at least a little bit. I don't know if the two of them full force could beat Senju Doji. Why do I keep saying Senju Doji? Talking about the Puppet Master. What are you doing? Oh, what am I doing with my life? Okay. All those times I said Senju Doji in the last, like, 30 seconds. Puppet Master. Just retroactively replace the word in your head. I believe in you. I'm sure you can do it. God, I am all over the place right now. But, yeah. So, I think somebody's going to have to show up very quickly next chapter. I was going to say Yori, but I'm forgetting we have Mr. Akama somewhere, I would assume. If he just up and left, that's going to be unfortunate. Because, yeah, he'd be perfect right now. He's... Oh. Puppet Master, Mr. Akama 1v1 next chapter? Finally get to see what Mr. Akama can do? I'm hoping. I'm excited now. Oh, I was thinking of Yori this entire time, but I was forgetting about Akama. Oh, here we go. All right, next time, 1v1, Akama, Puppet Master. We're doing this. I don't know if I'm wrong. I hope I'm right. But with that being said, we are actually to the end of the chapter. That was very scattershot, and I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, like always, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I think that's the first time I've ever even mentioned the bell, and I'm like 12 to 15 videos in. I gotta get on this stuff. I need to start saying this stuff at the beginning of the video when people aren't tired of listening to my stupid crap. So, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of mine, even though I'm probably going to be passing out as soon as this goes up. And I will see you guys next time. I'm out.